Final Fantasy 14. I can't really do this one.
Pros, cat girls. Best ERP. Best e-girl drama. Best e-girl drama with penises. Nope, that's TNL. TNL's a close second, though.
Yo.
Oh, this is a good video. He's got TNL in here, right? Oh, yeah, bro. This is going to be so juiced. Oh, this is going to be so good. How Lost Ark compares to other MMOs in 2025. Oh, boy.
Hello, everybody. I just woke up. It's 2 in the morning. I don't know what happened.
It's 2 in the morning and you woke up and decided I need to record a video. Hold on. What's some catchy thumbnail shit that I can just throw together real quick?
Fell asleep
You said, hold my beer. I just start recording.
in my chair and decided I wanted to turn on the stream. Guys, I don't know if you guys saw what happened. So I started taking this medication, and the night before yesterday, I got like really nauseous, and I started like just obliterating the bathroom. I know it's TMI, but it's the truth. Basically, long story short, is this medication has some side effects, some pretty like nasty ones too that I have to be cautious of. Like one of them is like blurred vision, and it can affect my retina or something. So I don't know if this is what it is, but I called the pharmacist, and this is what she told me to do. One of the number one things that I can't mix with the medication is grapefruit, which sounds insane because like I was thinking like alcohol or like what the grapefruit is but the most ironic thing is I've been crushing grapefruit on the daily, guys. But
This dude's on a mad amount of drugs.
do is they increase the effectiveness of the medication, and yeah, I'm just gonna chat and stuff like that. I don't know. John Powell's like, okay, bro, just stream with no cam. Your chat wants to hang out anyway. So that's what's going on right now. This is what grapefruit is.
Guys, if I went live at 2 in the morning and just randomly started talking to you guys, would you even bother tabbing in? Like,
this grapefruit technique thing, is this safe to watch, guys, or no?
Technique, the grapefruit.
Okay,
no,
let's say
thank
made
you
a
for being
list
honest.
of every MMO, all right? So let's say we did a list.
If I'm up.
MMOs in 2025 , okay? And you took Lost Ark. And you
Okay.
broke it down into pros and cons.
Okay, here we go.
Pros. Insane combat.
Hot
Good
women.
raids. Would you say
Yep.
Lost Ark has good raid design? Because some fights
Yes, because it has raids. Easily above most of the other MMOs in the genre.
fucking suck asshole. Like some
I hear some incredible stuff about some of the raids in
are
there.
terrible. But I guess you would say, like, is it good raid design or fun raids? All right, let's just say good raid design. Gold River Arrow is mid for raids. See, I actually completely disagree with you, but it's just my opinion.
Why are we zooming in on the snail every time Stoopzz talks? Stoops.
I actually prefer the
That's
older
him.
raids compared
Bro,
to the
he
new
is
raids.
not a
but
snail.
that's just me. Like,
If anything, and I mean this in the most respectful way possible. Okay, Stoopzz. It is what it is. Okay, he got them chicken legs. You know it. I know it. We all know it. Okay, it is what it is. All right.
I prefer Vulcan, Vicus, Clown. I like mechs, to be honest, more than just...
All right. I know he's gonna do the pros and cons. Let's just see what they are. Terrible systems, pay to win, old UE3. Okay, I want to see how he compares it to the other MMOs, particularly BDO and Throne of Liberty.
All right, so now we're gonna go to BDO pros. Insane combat, massive world feel.
Good.
Would I say that they have peak class releases? We'll just put that because it's the same. I mean, you might disagree.
You would qualify as a snail. I am nothing like a snail. I'm fat and I'm bald. Oh God, am I a snail? I am not a snail, guys. That was hurtful. A turtle. Fuck you, man. It doesn't help.
You know, we'll just kind of say the same thing.
A
Crazy
slug?
sometimes.
What am I? What? Dude just described me as the hut. Misa do winky do solo. Brutal.
Times too much life skilling system. Best game in terms of bot management due to trade system. Yeah, I think this is insane.
True.
I would say interactive GM, so I want to put that in there. I mean, it is a pro, but at the same time, it's like people also shit on Pearl Abyss, right? So like, do I want to put
Dumpster
that in
them.
there?
Don't put it
Like,
on the pro.
Is
Don't put it-
Endlave really a pro of the game? I like it, but I don't know if I'm gonna put that in there.
You
Community
can't
involvement
put an active CM team as a pro for the game as a whole.
as a pro. I don't know.
You can't
so
do that.
If Endlave quits, the game loses. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just about the game itself. I know what you're saying, and I agree. But what else though? Am I missing any other pros? Massive world feel, insane combat, peak class releases. You know what I will pull? Amazing alt system. I really think the alt system is great. Fair? I think it's fine. Graphics and visuals,
Sure.
I'm not putting that as a pro. I think the graphics are not that great. I think the graphics.
So what? So what would you qualify as great then in the MMO genre? Okay? What is qualified as greatness? You know what I mean? Like, remember, he's on meds. That's true. He's on copious amounts of
Are
drugs.
good in the game, but it's old. The bloom is ridiculous. What is it called? The particle. What's it called? Dude, guys, I don't give a what you say.
The pumping effect, you deranged, medicated Neanderthal. Hurtfully true.
Video, it looks old. I understand it's old, bro. Dude, everything ports in, bro. You can't even the mountains teleport in. It looks
Poppin'.
good, but it's way too much bloom. It's not. It's good for its age, but I'm not putting that as a pro of the game, guys. I'm just not.
I think it's one of the best parts of the game and I think that draws people to the game. He's not wrong. It is dated, but it's not. I mean, dude, you compare it to the other MMOs in the genre, bro. We're comparing it to WoW, Final Fantasy, ESO, Star Wars, The Old Republic, right? Like what the fuck are we talking about? Of course it has great visuals when you look at it compared to other things in the genre. I think he's comparing it to something like Elden Ring, right? And obviously it looks like shit compared to any solo player RPG. Yeah. SWTOR is peak. Yeah, we don't talk shit about SWTOR here.
You know, I'm not putting that as a
Except for the fact they made the bounty hunters way better than the Jedi for the first 6 months of the game. It's ridiculous. I digress.
pro of the game. It does great for maintaining its age, but it's not a pro of the game. Like if a game comes out, it's UE5 and it looks amazing, sure, I'll put it as a pro, but that's not a pro of the game.
Well,
It's just
TNL looks
some of the
amazing
other things,
too. I would
Small
put that as a
Story,
pro.
Whatever. That's not, in my opinion, a pro. Okay, character customization, not a
Curious
pro.
what
There's
his
other games
TNL
that have
take's gonna be.
That's not it. Am I missing anything else? It's not a hater. It's just me being honest, man. Because the pop-in is ridiculous.
It is
man.
ridiculous.
It's
True.
ridiculous.
True.
It's insane levels of pop-in. Tax
True.
system, I have that
Also,
right here. I put tax
textures don't load in correctly either.
system. Anyways, am I missing anything? What's another massive pro? I think I got it. PvP. I'm not putting that as a pro, Ubis.
Oh god, yes, dude. I love Stoopzz. I'm not putting that as a pro. That's ass, bro. That shit's ass. That's dog shit.
Slider. I think this is good. All right, cons. Insane item bloat. Pretty bad
True.
compared to most. It's not like it is bad. It is pretty bad. Do I put the honing system as a con? It's confusing.
What is a honing
I don't
system?
know.
What the
I know it's better now. I don't know. I'm not sure I put that as a con. Lack of end game content. I'm gonna
Yeah, once they remove PvP, yeah, I
say
agree.
old. That is a con.
Enhancing. Oh! Yeah, that shit's a con for sure. It's not even a question. Now you're forced to do it too. You can't even buy your gear all the time.
Do you think any game has better combat than Lost Ark? I think BDO's combat is very good. It's just different. Never ending grind.
Ah, dude, that's a great way of accepting defeat. Okay, Black Desert's combat is better than Lost Ark's. Okay, mainly because you can check out your character. And if I want to have the play of the game, okay, if I want to have the play of the game in BDO. Wait, why am I? What is going on here? There we go. Okay, I can just be zoomed in like this, and the PvP is absolutely peak. Okay, get like a triple kill, not even paying attention. It's kind of like Torbjorn staring at Widowmaker's ass in Overwatch while he gets 6 kills with his turret. Peak PvP. All right.
I mean, that's a pro and a con, though. Some people like that. I don't know if I'm going to put that in there. Lack of endgame blood, can't even grind half the spots because the gear load. Yeah, but that's the point, though. Like what you literally
you have to go grind,
in
you
the
idiot.
sentence is what most people would say lack of content. If it's just grinding mobs, that is the con of the game, right? Like most people would say that's not content. What are you grinding for?
No. You signed up for a Korean MMO. As much as people bitch about grinding in Black Desert, they love it. They're going to complain about it because that's part of the game. It's just like in Lost Ark, you're going to complain about the raids. The raids are the best part of the game in that game too, okay? Like, you're just going to complain about it. In Throne of Liberty, what do we complain about most of all? PvP! Okay, we complain about the PvP all the time, okay? But it's the thing we love most about the game. It is what it is. BDO, it's not the thing we love most, but people do find the grind cathartic. It's not even a question.
It needs, Anyways,
correct, Crystal Chan.
So you can cook for 1.8 bill an hour, but what does that have to do with anything? It's still, I'm just talking about what it is. You can't sit here, Lupa, you know this. Like, why are we talking about it? You know that BDO's critique is that it lacks content. Like, I don't know why you defend this. This is a stupid hill to die on. This is like saying Lost.
I wouldn't say it necessarily lacks PvP content. It lacks end game content. And that was the perfect way of saying it.
It has great systems.
100%
This
correct.
is a stupid hill to die on. But everyone knows. I'm talking about the pros and the cons of all games.
How long are you going to be live
You
for?
know what I mean?
A long time.
It's just, it is what it is. It just lacks content, okay, right? Like, they can improve it. It's not like it's permanent. Anything else that's a major con? Item bloat, lack of endgame content, old, desync. I never really thought about that when I played it, though.
Desync.
I feel like I'm going with general, like,
No,
you
the lag. The lag in BDO is atrocious.
want, like, my personal biases and cons. I feel like I'm keeping it to, like, community, most people, the outside perspective.
Pay to win? True, we didn't put pay to win on BDO. What the fuck are we talking about? How is Lost Ark pay to win, but BDO is not?
Like, I could
He
add
just
a
forgot it. It's fine.
bunch of
He
cons
forgot
to
it.
all of these. So I'm just keeping it general. The desync. I don't know.
Pay to win as
confusing
fuck,
story.
man.
It is pretty confusing. I'll put and feel. I don't know. Lost Ark had like okay.
It's not just that the new players or the main story is confusing. It's that it's ass.
Sure. Feeling of confusion for new players. I'll put that on both because they both do this. All right. Yeah, but I don't know. Creating games are pretty crazy. I don't know.
I think that the confusion for new players, especially in BDO, is probably the same in Lost Ark. I think that that's part of what drives players that are meant to play Lost Ark, because not every game can appeal to everybody. Players that are meant to play Lost Ark are more drawn to the game because it's complex and confusing at first, and it contributes to the vastness of the world and the discovery for that player in that new MMO that they're playing. It's like this in BDO too. Like, I think that the players that BDO really appeals to, they like the complexity. They like being a little confused at the start just because there's so much stuff that they can do. It is overwhelming, sure, but it's also what captivates you and keeps you playing the game. I guarantee it's the same for Lost Ark.
Maybe it's just item blow. I'm not putting this in there. All right. I guess old works too. All right. I think this is good. Oh. Pay to win. Let's go
There
to
it
Maple
is.
Story, actually. Pros, cons. Insane bloat. That's a con. What am I saying?
Okay, are we actually going to watch Maple Story? This is ass.
Boss.
Pros, only conned players that spent small amounts of money out of their hard-earned US dollars. Cons, did con players out of US dollars and literally change their RNG based on how much money they had spent on the game so that they would spend more money on the game.
Bosses. There's lots of bosses. Cool class design. What's another pro? Good events.
I will never play Maple Story.
Oh, free to play.
It will never happen.
Reboot version.
I will probably play Lost Ark this year.
Cons, pay to win. Well, pay to win, non-reboot, old, bloat, bad systems. I think bossing.
Read
is
my
pretty good,
request,
though.
please.
Terrible skin system. I mean, that's. I won't put that there, but it's bad.
Request
music
for
goes
what, on
hard.
Discord?
Okay. Well, they're all the same. Korean games are all the same. But my main thing is like BDO lacks some things that Lost Ark has, etc. Right. All right. Final Fantasy 14. I can't really do this one.
Pros, cat girls. Best ERP. Best e-girl drama. Best e-girl drama with penises. Nope, that's TNL. TNL's a close second, though.
Too much. Pros, not pay to win. Raids, old. Yeah, music is lit. That's a con. What am I saying? Old? What's another con? Oh,
How the fuck do you have BDO and TNL open at the same time without lagging? Because I have a 4090 in my computer and I run with the Icon app, and it optimizes my computer for me.
MSQ is good, I guess. Should I put class is the class design a pro or a con in Final Fantasy? You think it's a con or a pro? Maybe I won't put it as either, because you know, is the combat actually a con of the game, or is it just not? Is it like one of those things where it's neither? Like it's not worth putting a pro or a con, you know?
Maple Story's just ass, bro.
Andes, do you think any combat system is bad? Maybe I won't put it as either. The alt system.
Anyone that is still playing Maple Story is just, they want to be conned out of their money. After hearing what Nexon did to their players, I would never trust them again.
The pro is all classes in one character.
It's like actually good. It is very good.
Like, isn't that just do you still have to level up the character? I just don't understand what the difference is.
You can try it for like $8. It's like nothing. They'll optimize your whole PC. You can see for yourself.
You level up the class. How does that change? So does that sound? It's me slapping it on the desk. Yeah, but
it's him slapping his chicken knees together.
You can swap your weapon. Get experience with your faster first job. I don't know. I can't really comment on this one. I haven't really played it enough. Let's do WoW. Pros, cons. Old. Bloat. Lots of end game content. That's definitely a pro. Different avenues.
So he skipped Final Fantasy? Where was the Final Fantasy at?
All right, Final Fantasy 14. I can't really do this one too much. Pros, not pay to win. Raids, old. Yeah, music is lit.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's a con. What am I saying? Old? What's it?
No, music is a pro. Dude, half the content creators in Final Fantasy are just sitting in a DJ room while cat girls strip on pulls. Like, that's literally half the content of the game. And it's amazing. You just keep watching it for hours. It's wild.
To level up the character, I just don't understand what the difference is. If I have to re-level up the class, how does that
I feel like one of the cons for Final Fantasy is that the end game content just isn't quite there. I feel like you finish the game and then you just don't play again until the next expansion comes out. And then it's so good that everyone comes back and plays it on the expansion. And then they play it and then they're done. And then they're done again.
Change. So does that sound? It's me slapping it on the desk. Yeah, but you can swap your weapon, get experience with your faster first job. I don't know. I can't really comment on this one. I haven't really played it enough.
The thing that keeps you playing Final Fantasy is the e-girls.
Wow. Pros, cons, old, bloat, lots of end game content. That's definitely
true.
A pro.
That's what I'm enjoying.
Avenues for different.
WoW has the best. I'm just gonna say it. It has the best dungeons that I have experienced in an MMO yet. It's just my opinion. I know that people are going to rage at me for it. I think that classic hardcore WoW has been my favorite experience with dungeons and how to work together as a group in any MMO setting that I have had so far.
Players.
And includes Throw It on the Buddy.
And I would say out of all of them, insanely active community across all versions. I mean, this is pretty true, bro. Oh, I can say this for both.
Bro, the community is insane. Did you see what happened to the pirate? You know, like, holy moly.
Easy to hop into, right? That's gotta be, wait, this is Maple Story. That's definitely true. You can just hop into the game. Yeah, easy to hop into. That is definitely a pro. Expansions, I'll put it like that, because they both have these expansion resets, which is a huge pro. Is it really easy to hop into? Yeah, you're definitely right. Add-ons are definitely, damn, it's kind of
add-ons are ass. I think that the problem with WoW is that Blizzard, the worst part about World of Warcraft is that it's run by Blizzard, and Blizzard doesn't give a shit about their community or their game. Blizzard only cares about making money. And I know this because I played StarCraft 2. Okay, and they completely abandoned the community and the game for StarCraft 2. All right, they did the same exact thing for World of Warcraft. The only reason that World of Warcraft is even playable today is because the community carries that game on its goddamn back. All right, the community is what makes World of Warcraft an incredible game. The add-ons are created by the community. They make the game playable. It's just that simple.
sad that like I can't really think of a lot of is that really what are the cons? I would say that retail is overwhelming. Yeah, but I kind of have bloat. I feel like that bloat / overwhelming. I can do that for both. Right? I can do that for a lot of these games, but I kind of have that. They kind of all will do that.
The community also ruins the game. Also true. But like if you're going to talk about what makes the game playable long term, many WoW players would quit if they didn't have add-ons. If you removed all the add-ons from the game is just not, it's not even functional, bro. You can't even open your bags without having like 6 different inventories. It's annoying.
But I mean, they all have this. This has
I gotta have bagged on, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, WoW is stupid responsive. That's fair. I mean, Lost Ark has that too. I mean, I could put that there.
Oh yeah, the music is really good.
That's definitely true response.
Lost Ark's music is really good. BDO's is kind of mid overall. It's really nostalgic for me because I've played it for a long time. Overall, the music at BDO is like whatever. The music at Throne and Liberty is peak. I'll be honest with you, S tier. Best in genre. Best I've heard. Throne and Liberty's music is just like, it's just so good. Actually, just so crisp. WoW's music is really, it's really soothing. It's really soothing. It's very nostalgic. I see how people think it's nostalgic, but I think Throne is the best composed music of what I've played so far.
BDO kind of has that too, though. No, I feel like BDO is pretty responsive. Is Final Fantasy responsive? I don't know. What else am I missing? Is $15 a month a con? Maybe I should just say not. Maybe
That's
I should say
cheaper than the other MMOs you listed.
Not free to play. That's a con, right? Is that a con? I guess free to play is a pro of all these games. Free to play, for sure, it's a pro. Like,
oh yeah, Lost Ark. It's free to play. Yeah, just like League of Legends is free to play. It's so free. How many thousands of dollars have you spent on League of fucking Legends? Okay, like what are we talking about? BDO isn't free to play. It is right now. BDO is free to play, basically, all the time. They run promo events where you get to level 50 and you don't have to buy the game. Right? They do this all the time. It's free. Or it's like $1 on Steam. It's basically free to play.
But you just play the game. But BDO is not free to play. I mean,
Phoenix_Helix just resubscribed for 7 months.
Phoenix, welcome back for 7 months, man. Appreciate you.
Costs $1. I don't know. I don't know. It's like $1. I don't know. It's pretty much. Yeah. What are other pros for WoW? WoW is definitely pay to win, but I don't know if it's dungeons. I don't know if I'll put it as a.
It's the dungeons that have sold me on WoW. I have not tried the raids yet, so I can't compare them to anything. But the dungeons have been what I grind for. And I feel like at least in classic WoW, the leveling experience, and this is something he hasn't talked about at all, the leveling experience in terms of how meaningful each level feels, it's the most impactful leveling experience I have of any MMO. Whereas every other MMO is, can I get to the max level and how? You know what I mean? It's like you're just speeding through it as quickly as you can. Every single one in classic WoW is it's slow, it's methodical, it feels meaningful. You're putting points in your talent tree, you're learning new skills, you're teaching in my case, I have warlocks, so like teaching my pet new skills and stuff. Like, I don't know, the leveling experience just seems really good. I've not tried Lost Ark's leveling experience, so I can't speak to that. BDO's leveling experience is complete ass. So like, that's terrible. Right.
Con. It's not the same level as Lost Ark and shit. It's pay to win, but I wouldn't put that there. I don't think it's such a big deal that it matters. Yeah, I mean, WoW's got solid.
The cons are the graphics are terrible in WoW. You can't say that BDO has bad visuals and not put WoW in the bad visual column. What are we, Asmongold? What's happening right now? Next, you're going to tell me that classic WoW has better combat than BDO.
Raids. I mean, that's yeah, but I wouldn't put it as a con of the game. Like, it's not the same level of con as Lost Ark, bro. Yes, you can't buy an Esther weapon, but there's no like, oh my god, if I could swipe, I'd be way stronger than. It's not the same feel. I have big community. Yeah, class design. I don't think the class design in WoW is a con or a pro.
I think it's a pro. The reason I'm still playing is because Warlock is actually super engaging and it gets me past all of the crazy shit. It's like that Homer Simpson meme where like he's like standing in his underwear or whatever the and then all of the shitty stuff about the game is grouped up behind him, right? It's like the best part about the game for me is like learning the class and like how can I put the different dots on them in different orders, and how can I use my pet aggro in unique ways? How can I pull these mobs so that, you know, they don't all aggro at the same time? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just fun to learn how to play the class. And I think at least Warlock feels like a super unique class. And I can say that based on Hearthstone, all of the classes seem super unique. they're not as good as BDOs. I think that BDO has better class design in general just because of the combat system is so much better. It gives more freedom of expression for that class. Lost Ark is probably the same way, although I haven't played it.
I think I hit it kind of on the tail. What do you think?
I would say in terms of class design, I think that Throne and Liberty comes up short on class design. Okay. I think that the classes do not feel nearly as unique or, original, between each other, right? If you play Greatsword Wand and then you play Wand Dagger, at least half of your skills are going to be exactly the same. That's not uniqueness, right?
Xavier.
TNL has classes? Technically, yes. They're which weapons you have equipped, yes. And so, if you're comparing that to, having standalone unique classes, like in Final Fantasy, like in Guild Wars 2, like in World of Warcraft, it just doesn't measure up quite, in my opinion, in terms of uniqueness per class. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not unique enough that you won't play them. They're still very unique. But, it's still just not quite there,
I think you should add ugly to WoW. I mean...
It is ugly.
But I put old.
Crimson Desert runs on the same engine as BDO does, as far as I know.
No,
do you think
not.
they might update BDO graphics again at some point since Crimson can look so good?
You're talking to the guy that probably knows more about Crimson Desert than the developers do, okay? I've been following that game like crazy. It is an all-new engine built on the base of BDO's engine, but improved all of the aspects of BDO's engine that were basically outdated. The pop-in is gone. You should be able to sail around and stuff like that. That should be gone. They basically improved their own engine. It's a whole new updated engine. Are they going to go back and replace BDO's engine with a new engine? Of course they will. Whoa! That copium is good, baby.
Final Fantasy, because I feel like it's really ugly, man. If you won't let me put it here, then I can't put it under WoW, because that's subjective then. Can I say it's ugly? Okay, because then I'll say WoW is ugly too. I'm down. But I feel like if you can't let me say this is ugly, then yeah. All right. Because I feel like Final Fantasy is ugly too.
I don't think that Final Fantasy is ugly as long as I'm looking at one of the bunny or cat girls.
Isn't that subjective? That's what I'm saying. I personally think, but it's not, so if you want to put it ugly here, bro, I think
the Guild Wars 2 is ugly. I think the classic WoW is ugly.
This is ugly. Yeah.
Final Fantasy's pretty ugly.
I can't put ugly, guys. But I agree with you. I do.
But it's pretty ugly. But their women are attractive too.
You think it is ugly? I think old is fine. Okay, you know what's
just
sad
dated,
though is that
yeah, you could say the same thing for everything. Is semantics.
These games, the cons are not that bad. They're really not that bad. Compared to some of these, the cons are just way worse. They're just way worse. What do you mean? Okay, for example, Castform, the systems in Lost Ark is way...
I love how he knows Lost Ark so well, and it's the one that he dogged on the most. It's just terrible systems. It's just dog shit. All of the systems in the game are just complete ass. It's like me talking about BDO, man.
More heavy, bro. Than old.
Oldage.
It's just the truth. For you, maybe the pros outweigh the cons, but the systems are just so bad, right? It's so bad.
How many people does Lost Ark have?
If you go to Maple Story, bro, the bad systems are just so bad. Whereas WoW, it's okay, they both have bloat, they're both old.
Pretty
the
good.
Add-ons, I guess, maybe the $15 a month is a huge deal, but
is Lost Ark purchasable on non-Steam, or do you have to buy it through Steam? I have it through Steam myself. So you have to have it through Steam? Damn. So its numbers are probably really close to BDO's, I'll be honest. They're probably really close. Because BDO has its own client too.
he wants to play an ugly game, though. I mean, people do, though, right? When you say who wants to play, I mean, there's millions.
Oh, guys, true. You all need to bitch, whine, and moan to the CM team at AGS. We need compensation. Okay? TNL compensation. We haven't been able to log in all day. I would accept 3 blue runes. I will accept nothing less.
Millions of people that don't care, you know, there's I feel like I feel like what Easy Cool said is true, Castform. It's literally
I will humbly take a 5% chance at an arc boss weapon. 3k ornate coins. If they give me more ornate coins, I will ban you from my chat. Do you understand? It's directly your fault, Drakmar.
everyone. Like you
I
can
will-
say it's
I
a
will
big
take
deal.
away your
I
VIP.
mean, you haven't even played it before, right? So like you have no idea. Like you say tab target, but like clearly that's
3 to 5 chaos runes. Yeah. The humble take. Yeah.
not that important to people. Otherwise, they wouldn't play it. It's maybe not important to like some of you guys, or it's important, but the general public doesn't care. You know? Yeah, tab target can be a hit or miss. They play because they played 20 years ago.
No.
It's nostalgia. Castrum, it's literally millions of people. It's not like you have this 5-head take. You're in the
right.
minority, right?
Next up
And
is Throne and
Lost
Liberty,
Ark
guys.
is specifically in the minority because there's literally only thousands of people that play it. You're comparing millions of people to thousands. If combat was so important, we would have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and we'd have millions of people playing. It's not the most important.
That's kind of an L take. I think that as far as the players go that want to play MMOs, I think that the combat is extremely important. Like one of the most important aspects of the entire game. It's what attracts people to the game, and it's what makes the game feel fun and interactive and intuitive, and just like fun to play overall. I think that Lost Ark not being a popular game has very little to do with its combat system somehow. I feel like it's just because it's a Korean MMO, it's a grind MMO, it's pay to win. Most people aren't going to play it because it's an MMO. And more people aren't going to play it because it's pay to win, right? Like there's other aspects of the game that I think are much more impactful on having people play it and not play it. But in terms of it itself being a great MMO, combat, like if you're comparing it to the other MMOs and MMO players, combat is an extremely important aspect of why people play MMOs. That's why people are still playing WoW, is the combat is really smooth and they're comfortable with that tab target setting if it's as long as it's really smooth, right? A lot of WoW players moved to Throne and Liberty and then realized it wasn't as smooth as WoW, and they went back to WoW again because they didn't feel the targeting system was as smooth as World of Warcraft was. Like,
Important thing to people. It just
RuneScape combat, shut your mouth. Bring RuneScape into this discussion. Hate that game.
is to you because you have Lost Ark syndrome, right? That's just the truth. You know, you have Lost Ark syndrome, so it's like you don't see that, but like the reality is factually that's just not true. They like playing games that look
New
like
World. Do you know why no one's playing New World? It's because the combat is ass. All right, I don't give a shit what cope you're on. I don't give a shit what cope you're on. The combat in this game is ass. All right. There's also other problems that lead to this game being ass. But like, look at this. And it's just continuing on the downhill slope, bro. Boom. Boom. Look at this slide. Woo. We're big sliding. We're big
shit with
sliding.
combat. It's not my fault. Yeah, but like you can say that, but then at the same time, a WoW player can say you like predatory pay to win games that constantly over their player base at the cost of $1.
That's me.
Literally what they would say to you, and then you sound brain dead. You know what I mean? You sound like a sucker, right? Like, you know, no, it is not.
We're all
predatory in the
suckers.
same way, brother.
We're playing
It's
pay to
not,
win
guys. Come
Korean
on.
MMOs.
Be fair.
Stoopzz.
It's okay.
You're
you
a
like the game's
sucker.
raids. You like the game's classes. Lost Ark is literally max predatory, bro. Like it's max levels of predatory. When I say WoW is the most fair and honest game, no. But when I say it's predatory for me to put it as a con, come on now. It's crazy, guys. It's okay. It's okay. You
not
like what you
predatory.
guys. People like gotcha games. People literally like games that are designed to you directly in the ass. That's what they're there to.
He's not wrong. Did you guys see what the the US government is like requiring Genshin Impact to like wheel back on a bunch of its systems and stuff? Literally insane. DEI? No, it's not DEI. It's literally that they're not going to allow gambling for minors anymore in gacha games. Like literally insane. Huge W. Huge W.
Do. WoW is good. It's factually good. There's millions of people that play it. You might not like it, but yeah, it's a pretty successful game that people like. Your chat has WoW haters for literally no reason. It's not my chat. Cads. Newsflash.
All right, I'm moving to the Throne and Liberty thing. Hold on.
To say about RuneScape. Oh, Throne and Liberty. True.
Here we
All
go.
right, here we go.
He forgot about TNL. Guys, he forgot about us.
Okay, Pro of Throne of Liberty. New slash graphics. It is new. It is not an old game, which is Poggers. World feel. It's very nice. Albeit it is a bit small. It does have a nice world feel. PvP
Well, they'll always expand the world. I don't really care that the world's kind of small. It is what it is.
game if you like that. If you like that, it is a PvP centric game.
It is a
what
PvP
else
game.
is there?
W?
Is that a pro? I mean, if you like it, it's a pro, right? Like there aren't that many games that are like that. You might not like it.
Forces a lot of team play or like play with other players. Could go in pro and con. It's weird. MMO players are like this weird breed of human being who like they want to have the ability to play with other players, but they don't want to be forced to do it all the time. They want to play by themselves like most of the time, and then like some of the time they want to play with other people. As long as the option is there to be social, but really I'm just going to stay by myself all the time. I was like 90% of the time it's about me. I don't want to have other people. Like, I think that if you asked in TNL, I think that if you asked the average TNL player if they designed dungeons so that they could be run solo, right? If you entered solo, all the health bars would adjust and shit. I think a lot of people would be like, oh, yes. I think that a lot of people would be like, oh, thank God. Now I don't have to group up with people. Huh. What a load off my chest.
I'm trying to think, is there any other pros? I mean, I really like the MSQ, but I wouldn't say it's a pro. I mean,
I thought the main storyline for Throne was actually the best that I've played in an MMO so far. Granted, I'm not really following the storyline for WoW, so I can't really speak to that. But it's not really engaging me as much as the rest of the world is in WoW. But in TNL, I loved that the ASMR woman, like mother figure, was talking to me. So I would just speed run all of the dialogue, and then she would tell me the important parts of the dialogue, which I thought was pretty cool. And I thought it did a really solid job with overall with immersion.
new is a big one. I feel like new is a big one. So I'm going to put that as a separate one. Am I missing anything? What else about the game is really
it's
nice?
new.
Oh, no
Cons,
loading
it's ass.
screens? Sure. That's kind of fire. Oh,
No loading screens. Are we playing the same game? Guys, you teleport around the map with like rift and boon things. Like, what do you think's happening there? You got your Amatoy house. You got dungeons. How the hell do you think you get into those? What is happening?
free to play. All right. Cons. PvP game. If you don't like that.
I don't know. I don't get a loading screen. God, these people are just like, no. My character just jumps up and then they come down. It's not a load screen. It's a load screen. Don't tell them.
Lack of content. I don't know. It just
There it is. True.
doesn't feel like there is a lot.
And the reason that is, and I was saying it before, the reason it feels that way is because the end game for TNL is supposed to be PvP, and they have not done a good job fleshing out anything but Siege, right? The conflict bosses feel great, but then like there's a lack of competition for resources over time because they feel less impactful over time, right? It's just that the rewards feel like they're less and less worthwhile. And then like once you kind of reach the end game gear, you don't really feel like there's end game PvP, like true end game PvP for you to do, except once every 2 weeks. Siege should be every week. I'm just going to say it. They need to up the rewards from Siege, make it every week. It would be fun as it's the best part of the game. Make it happen every week. Like this every other week shit, that. Get that out the window, bro. Give me 4 Sieges a month. We'd be happy.
You know what I mean? It just feels
Then you can flex that gear you're grinding for Siege at the end of the week, every week. It's also their best content. They should do it more. Like
there isn't a lot, but there is. It's just, I don't know. Do I put that there? Is it lack of content? If you don't like that. It is definitely a con if you don't like that. Pay to win, boring, weekly, daily.
the content schedule is okay, but there's too much on the schedule. It's overwhelming. Right? If you're trying to go to everything, it's like, okay, well, I just finished that conflict boss. Oh, thank God. Oh, bro, the Lantern Festival's in 20 minutes. You know, like, oh, shit. Now the Lantern Festival's done. Amazing. Wait, nope. There's another conflict boss in 40 minutes. I can't go anywhere. Like, it's annoying. It's annoying. I don't really think TNL is pay to win, to be honest. So you take the primary currency of the game is called Lucent. Okay. And this is what you're grinding for all the time because it's what you have to use to buy gear with off the auction house, which is where you primarily get gear. And then you realize that you can buy Lucent with US dollars. And you're like, I don't think it's pay to win. Checks out to me. Looks good, man. You cannot reason someone out of a situation that they didn't reason themselves into, guys. You don't even bother trying.
Loop.
You just say, you know what? You did good. You know what I mean? You've been teaching a student for the last like 2 hours that 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay. And the student at the end of like 4 hours is like, okay, I've got this. I've got this. Okay. And you're like, great job. Excellent work. You finally got there. You worked really hard. Feels good, doesn't it? You got there. I'm proud of you. You're going to do really well on the exam. And what I'm really saying is I would like to go the home now. You're not going to understand this. Please just repeat after me. Hello. Welcome to Walmart. You're going to be just fine, kid. Have a safe drive home.
Definitely could put that on Lost Ark. Boring loop. BDO. I wouldn't say boring loop, but like maybe you could say grinding. MapleStory definitely has that too. But some people like that. But grinding loop, maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely this game boring loop. Combat, is that a con of this game? It has to be
it's a boring loop. That's exactly what I said before, is that like the grind is not entertaining because like there's no chance for you to really express your gear or your progression at all with other players on like an individual basis. And that's why open world PvP needs to be expanded upon. You need to include it in contracts. You need to include it in basically every aspect of the game. Needs to have some sort of PvP component that encourages people, whether it's out of anxiety or fear or like they're excited to like get that new upgrade.
Hey, girl.
What's up, Game Saves? Oh, but what up, man? It's been a while. Whether they're excited to get that new upgrade or what have you, like they need to be excited about going to do PvP now with their new upgrade, right? Like there's no better feeling than that. And you just don't have that in TNL because like it's all like really large scale PvP focused. And admittedly, TNL does scale really well. Like it's large scale PvP systems are amazing, right? Like Siege particularly is awesome. The Rift and Boonstones are like, okay, they could be definitely improved, especially the locations of them are just ass. And like there could be more strategy, but you know what? We'll get to that later. But like again, the conflict bosses are a lot of fun too, but like you don't really feel the individual impact of your gear at a conflict boss because there's so many people running around, right? Like you need smaller scale PvP to show people that their gains, that their gear progression is impactful on their gameplay. Okay.
That clunkiness, how about that?
What up, Shy Skater?
Is it worse than Final Fantasy 14? Low key, guys, I know you guys should have done 14. I didn't play it a ton, but like the classes at least had like depth.
One pro that I don't think you got for Throne and Liberty is that the gear progression, like the diversity and like gear paths that you can go is astronomically wide. And I think that is really cool. Like there's a lot of different gear paths that you can go and different like ways that you can go with your gear. And I think that people love theory crafting builds and stuff like that. Like people love that shit. Except in T2, shh, don't talk about it.
Depths and rotations and like it had like, I don't know. I feel like it is worse.
T2 is going to make it almost more overwhelming because there's even more gear paths to go into. What do you mean except in T2? Oh, you mean especially in T2. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Worse, bro, because like people hate on tab target MMOs.
I'm like, wait, back up.
Like I'm telling you, the difference is in tab target games, it allows you to have like more in-depth rotations, man. It just does. Like WoW just has a way more in-depth like class design and rotation in it. It just does.
No, that's okay. No, it does not. No, the rotation. No, the Let me show you something. All right, so I'm not doing the best job of showing you what the skill rotation is on Valkyrie, but it's like 16 skills long to do even a basic rotation on Awakening Valkyrie. It's okay. This skill rotation is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Absolutely obnoxious. And you know, in WoW, do you know what my skill rotation is? Okay. I put Corruption on them. I put Curse of Agony on them. And then I hit the number 2. And then they just die. 3 APM. Stop it. If I'm feeling frisky, I can Shadow Bolt instead. But that like triples my APM per minute. It's insane. But I'm telling you, bro.
Does.
It's like 5 to 7 buttons. It's really not like WoW. If you really want to get hardcore on the PvP, you can make it so that you've got all these skill slots and all these things you're doing. You press Alt and Q, Shift or whatever, and then it casts one skill, whatever. But like, it's still not nearly as complex in terms of combos as a game like BDO is. And I guarantee you, Lost Ark's got more complicated combos than that does.
And Lost Ark, it does, man. The only thing in Lost Ark that's
okay, that Flash Wave, Blitz, Flash Wave. Oh, okay, all right, that's fair.
slightly resembles like.
All right, we're talking about Throne of Liberty.
I don't even know if there's anything that it resembles it, man. There isn't. But you have to like land the skills, and so you know, BDO as well. Sorta. I don't know. I don't really know you test this out though. The farming rotations, you do have like, some skilled variety there for sure. Like on the harder packs, you can't instantly one shot. You are cycling through a lot, but
yeah,
BDO has a lot of depth to it in the actual skill interactions. Yeah, that's the problem with BDO is you don't really get a lot of opportunities to use it. You know, BDO.
That's the problem. We got assistance.
Handsome.
I hate him. Infused, welcome back for 2 months, man. Appreciate you.
Oh, it's like you do have like a lot of little interactions and shit with the frontal guard. It's sick, bro. It is sick. I just wish there was more. Like, I really liked the boss blitz. I thought they were so fun, especially going through them the first time. Dude, those bosses were fun, man. I enjoyed it. In the PvP, I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. It is what it is. I don't know, man. The PvP is just like weird. You just like dash all over the place, try to catch some.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. He sucked at the PvP in BDO. That's why he didn't do it. As far as I'm aware, I don't even think he ever got involved in like large scale PvP for BDO, so like he wouldn't know. But like, you know, I get he did a lot of battle arena stuff.
Somebody, you grab them and then you they just I don't know. I don't
True.
know why
Bow
BDO
players are the
PvP
strikers
so
of
much.
TNL. I am gonna tornado M and then I am gonna fresh wave M.
No. Bow players are not the striker players of TNL. I would say that is the spear SNS players. I'm going to do infinite amounts of damage while also being an unkillable god. And I'm just going to slam my face into the keyboard repeatedly on a brain dead easy class and beat you. It's definitely spears. Yeah, it's not even a question.
I don't get it. I don't understand what it is.
Talking about strikers, you know.
Game. I'm not gonna put it there. I can't comment on it. I don't know. Like I was watching this thing. Okay, let me show you guys. Okay, I was watching Blade and Soul tournament thing. I was watching this. Okay, like this shit to me. I don't even play Blade and Soul.
This is a fighting game, homie. You're not even in the same genre.
To me, as well doesn't show. Legitimately looks like more like a fighting game.
BNS is an MMO, sure, but it's a fighting game. When you get to PvP, look, this is a fighting game. It's an MMO. I know that it's an MMO, guys, but when you get to the PvP, it's a fighting game. Look at it. It's a fighting game. It's not a question. In fact, I'm watching a Mortal Kombat match. Yeah, outside of this, sure, yeah, MMO. Yeah, that's great.
Or like not just the camera angle, but like no stalling whatsoever, and me try getting stuck.
It's like saying Naraka Blade Point. Yeah, it's a battle royale. It's a fighting game within a battle royale.
Oh, you
like that
get
in the beginning,
like you
and
get
is going to be tough to recover from. He's going to do it.
The
though.
PvP and BNS is 100% a fighting game. That's what I'm saying.
He's going to have to recover, and he gets an aerial of his own, but not enough damage to do too much.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
never mind.
I watch
Show
Armin
me
play
up
all
right now.
the
We do
time. They like you literally
lightning draw.
you do the thing, you get caught, you V out. If you don't have the V, you're just dead. Like you're just like I don't know if I would consider that a fighting game. Like
that you want.
Okay. BDO is definitely, when it comes to MMOs, outside of Blade and Soul, probably is the closest thing to a fighting game that you're going to get. All right. And Blade and Soul wins out. Those 1v1s look epic as in BDO. 1v1s, Stoopzz not wrong. That shit's ass. Okay, 3v3 is where it starts getting really dynamic because you have people saving each other. You have different cooldowns that you have to manage, and different nuances that the classes have with each other is a lot of fun. But 1v1s are complete ass.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not commenting on it because I don't have the experience on it, right? So I'm just not going to say anything because I could be really fucking clueless. I think that was what I've heard though, Azur, is that's when people started shitting on BNS, is when it went from this to a one-shot frenzy. But prior to that, I guess it was a lot more fun and back and forth, but I don't know. I guess.
Fair.
No, I'll have to wait until I try it out, I guess. Crazy though. Yeah, it's really weird though. I look at some of these, man, and the cons are not that strong in these.
Created?
I don't know about Final Fantasy, but the cons aren't that crazy. I guess the pros aren't. I mean, this is a huge pro, man. WoW is like, this thing for #1 for WoW is massive. Like the.
I don't understand. Blizzard's idea for WoW is to just recycle their old content, which doesn't. Destiny tried to do the same thing. They're like, what the f? It doesn't work for us. That's because WoW players are degenerates. WoW players, they just want to do the same goddamn dungeon that they've been doing for 20 years. They just want to do it harder. And with like more like difficult, like Mythic Plus, right? Like you just put a bunch of shit on the mobs that make the dungeon artificially harder, but it's still the same dungeon. That way we don't actually have to make any new content and we'll make more money off the game. Blizzard 2025.
These right here are huge. I mean, this is pretty much why the game is the most popular MMO. It's this. I swear it's this.
Destiny 2, valued content. We already paid for it. Does WoW do that? Re-release for you to pay. I think that the biggest thing that drove Destiny players away from the game is their business model for content overall. Every single strike is literally a campaign mission with different types of enemy. Oh, wait, it's Cabal this time. That's crazy. Well, that's insane, bro. And then they took their best content. Like all of this is just reduce, reuse, recycle over and over and over again. Nothing feels unique. It all feels like the same shit that you're doing over and over again. When you play the new expansion, you finally get like a small breath of new content, and then that immediately starts getting recycled again, and it immediately gets shit on. Then you take the best content that they ever released, which is Forsaken, and they say, you know what? We should just remove this from the game so that people play our new content, and then everybody quit the game.
It's not just the nostalgia. You just have infinite things that you can go do.
Always good to pay for something and then lose it.
I have no idea. Can I add the same for 14 IMO? I don't think it has the same replayability, man. Most people unsub from FF and come back and do something else.
Yeah,
I just don't think it's the same. You have infinite things, man. Like in WoW, like it has nothing to do with playing the game. Here, let me put it this way, Gary Codes. I know you guys will like default because you played the game for 20 years. The reason why people play the game for 20 years is the game has had content for people to play for 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the truth. Like, it is the truth. You can hop back in, play it. There's a reason the game has been successful for 20 years, guys. It's not just nostalgia, right? If nostalgia was the case, then everyone would be playing Warcraft 3 today, right? It's the truth.
Neo Xer makes a good point. I do think that Final Fantasy's endgame is literally just RPing.
Truth, bro. Why aren't people playing Warcraft 3 for 20 years? Why aren't people
it's good.
Like, it's just, there's stuff to do. It's not just Mythic Plus. You have Mythic Plus. You have Rated Battlegrounds. You have 3v3 Arena. You have 2v2 Arena. You have Solo Queue Arena. You have Battleground Blitz. You have Mythic Plus. You have 4 different difficulties of rating. You have infinite collection content, like absolute infinite. That's super easy to understand too. You don't need that stupid ass little wardrobe with the thing in Final Fantasy. Just
Final Fantasy is garbage and their fan base is a cult. Okay. And it's a cult that's coming for you. Okay, don't ever say that. They don't like the C word.
Infinite collection content. You have the stupid ass little thing they added recently where you have pet battles. With that new thing too where you go the I don't know what it's called, like the little thing where you collect these cards. There's a bunch of bullshit. I don't know. There's infinite shit to do. Final Fantasy has the raids. What else do you have? What's the content of Final Fantasy? You have raids. You have those dungeons that you can kind of do. There's a couple of them. What are they called? It's not as popular as Mythic Plus, but you have the delves now. All right, ERP guys. By the way, if ERP is a strength, guys, you can go into Goldshire and literally go talk to some furry ass wolves, bro.
No. Goldshire RP has nothing on what the is going on in Final Fantasy. Y'all have no idea what goes on. They have bouncers on the outside of these nightclubs. Do you know what Lamatod told me yesterday, guys? Do you know what Lamatod told me? He's one of the top creators for Final Fantasy. Do you know what he said to me? He said, Blue, some of these clubs, they have exclusive VIP access that you can pay for. that you can go to a separate room with one of the cat girls. What do you think happens? Okay, do you see this in Goldshire? No. It's certainly not broadcast on Twitch. These people are mentally ill. All right, there's no saving them. They're gone. All right, they gave up long ago, just like they gave up on their job. These people are freaks. These people are freaks. Now, that being said, I did ask Llama if he could refer me to one of these inns so that I knew where not to go. You know, it's good to know what to avoid when you download the game. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not kidding. They're crazy levels of ERP in that shit. Go in there. There's an add-on. You can talk to their fursonas. I'm not exaggerating this.
Fursonas?
They're insane. I'm not putting that as a pro. Not as good. Well, I wouldn't really know, Jaime. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really going to the fursona shit. How do you know? Because I went to go test it out. I did test that shit out. I did. I wanted to go see what was up. And they have these profiles and shit. It's weird. The community in 14 is not...
So he went in and ERP'd just to go test it out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll keep it a buck. If I was gonna ERP with some woman that had a penis over the internet, I would do it in VR chat. It's just the truth. I don't know why I would go into Final Fantasy when VR chat is probably just more realistic. It is what it is. Like
parallel to any other MMO, they run their own musicals, events, performances, and shows. Yeah, I know they have like their clubs and shit like that, and they do the music. The community, I guess, is a strength in both. I don't know. I guess you could say pro here too. Community feel, but WoW has got that too. I mean, look at just look at the OnlyFans thing. Like they have big ass community things going on. You know what's up, guys? The
9K hours in VR chat and still counting. At least those boys moan like girls.
Just resubscribed for 6 months. To be fair, this guy's persona is a slime. He's part of the Slimmy community.
What are you saying that Stoopzz is a slime ball? Wait, what? Despins? What are you talking about? The Slimmy community? Do you mean because he's slim? Because he's a skinny guy? I love you, Despins. Welcome back for 6 months, man. I love Stoopzz, man. I think that his takes on things are really good. Do you guys know what his take is on Ashes of Never Being Created? It's ass. He was like, I'm not gonna lie, the game is ass. There it is. Thank you, Stoopzz. It's complete ass.
Dueling tournament that they had for OnlyFans had more viewers than the race to world first. That is diabolical. Literally diabolical.
That's because people give a about the meaningless drama. Okay? What gets people watching Final Fantasy? Meaningless e-girl drama. Okay? And at the end of it all, this crazy bitch sleeps with like 6 different people in the guild, ends up with one of them, and then it turns out he was cheating on her with 2 other women in the guild, and then they're both cheating on like double cheatingception on each other. It's like, wait, no, you made the cat girl? Wait, that's my cat girl. It's literally insane. Okay, and at the end of it all, the only question in chat is, so is the girl single now, or is she still with him? Okay, these people are deranged.
Though, it's still the community, though. It's still literally our community. It's the same thing as you guys putting on stuff, they put on events. It's still the community. It is diabolical, by the way. Really, anyone cares about the race? I mean, they do care. If hundreds of thousands of people show up, they do care.
I think the race to world first is one of the coolest aspects of WoW.
This chat has certified WoW haters. It is what it is, guys. If you don't want to admit it, it's fine. I know a lot of people just hate World of Warcraft because you grew up playing like Maganobi or some shit. You never played WoW. It's just a fact. Okay, the game. What are we saying here? This is stupid. It is what it is. Like, I don't know why you guys hate it. It makes no sense, but it's the truth. Like, you grew up playing Maganobi instead of WoW, then you like playing Korean games and Eastern games. It's okay. Like, it's fine, but it is the most successful game by a lot. Yeah, it is what it is.
I think Final Fantasy outperforms WoW sometimes.
Oh my god, some crazy nausea, dude. I don't want to see another. Bro, Little Justice, you gotta stop DMing me all the time, bro. Dude, Savix is farming the out of this guy. I feel like it's some
true, dude. Everyone is farming pirate software like it ain't nobody's business. But in fairness, he does deserve it because he keeps asking for it. That's what happens when you septuple down on stuff. He's asking for people to harass him. If he was truly worried about death threats or he was worried about people swatting him, he would immediately not go live, or he would renege and apologize. He's not actually care. He loves the visibility. He's getting all these people farming him for content. Is giving him more views. He loves it. He's not going to say it out loud. People just farm it. It is what it is.
At some point, like, you gotta stop DMing me all the time, bro. Like, no, this shit's getting unhinged, though.
Bro, it's like AHT. What is it?
Ah! What the man? No, you're done for, bro. You're done for. Like, this was so up. I don't even know who linked this. That was fucking insane, man. Like, I'm actually, I can't even hear. Jesus Christ.
Oh, is the
bro.
sound. Great Stoopzz video. Great Stoopzz video. Respectfully agree and disagree.